So, putting your investments all in one basket will either benefit you or pose as a negative impact on your portfolio. Amidst the economic uncertainties, the Russian Federation has put a lot of its effort in the oil and gas sector. So, realizing the volatility of the market, the country plans to diversify its portfolio to other sectors instead for its economic development. So in part 2 of my interview with Maxim Burov from Trade Representations of the Russian Federation talks more on Russia being competitive and the country's goals and visions for the next 8 years.
Okay.
Okay, go now.
Yeah. So we'll start off with the third one first.
Okay.
Okay, so Maxim, we start off, we move on to our next question. So history shows that it is challenging to sustain, economic growth such as Russians and also like Malaysian does. So how does the Russian government plan to achieve to high economic growth for country essentially?
Yes, thank you. That's a very good question because actually this question should answer all our governments all around the world. I'm sure the Malaysian government they have the same question and they need to figure out answers, good measures to be implemented in your country.
Yeah.
So in Russia, again, returning back, I would like to say that we are similar because we adopted not far ago, so far it was approved by government Innovation Development Strategy 2020. According to this strategy, the main idea of diversification of Russian economy should be implemented. And one of the points of this strategy, what I would like to mention is, for example, companies with innovative activity, the number of such companies should be raised from 3% now till the level of 40 up to 50% in the whole Russian economy. That's a very challenging task.
This is small and medium.
That's not only about small and medium, but mostly it's focused, of course, on small and medium venture companies and so on. That's not only the one measure. There are a lot of actually plans and programs, and every ministry, every regional authority, they have their own programs to implement. And so far, Russian president figured out 5 key priorities for developing of Russian economy. Because we understand after Soviet Union was disintegrated, many sectors of economy of the former big country was disintegrated also, and it is very crucial now to find out a good direction and a good fields for development in which Russian economy and Russian companies could be actually competitive enough to suggest to the world market a good products, good goods and services. So among these 5 priorities, I would like to mention all. The first one is energy efficiency. That's, by the way, it's very, very similar with what you have in Malaysia. All countries around the world are trying to make energy consumption and such things more effective and more according to economic principles. So another sector to develop is nuclear technologies. So of course, after what happened last year in Japan, Fukushima, people became much more sensitive about everything concerning the nuclear energy.
Concerns of safety, right?
Yes. That's why we are talking not about nuclear energy. In Russia, we have a lot of experience about nuclear medicine, nuclear medication, isotope industry, and that's a point what we can cooperate with Malaysia also. Maybe not now, I don't know, maybe it will take time for hard work with
we don't even have our own nuclear reactor here.
Yes. By the way, in Malaysia you have research reactor. This is a small one. This is of course not for energy purposes. I think it's absolutely safe. Absolutely safe. Just only 1 megawatt. That's a very small one, and only for medication, only for medicine, for pharmaceutical purposes. So this field should be competitive for Russia. We hope so, and in Russian government would like to develop this priority. Another one, third one, is of course very familiar for your country's IT and software. That's important. That's absolutely regarding with the condition what all of us we live now in the world of IT revolution, a lot of networks, a lot of social devices, gadgets, everything all around us. And we cannot imagine the life without such devices and such technologies.
Are you collaborating also with the Japanese or South Koreans and also Malaysia to actually develop some kind of new technology for maybe for the nuclear medications in Russia?
Not now. Maybe this is just only the starting point. We would like to start cooperation with countries, also with Malaysia. But until now, we do not have much experience in doing that. But speaking about technologies, there are a lot of fundamental and business applied technologies which can be used these days. So the fourth one, speaking about all these priorities, is space technologies and telecommunication. Of course, as we know, Russia is quite developing in space technologies, in launching vehicles,
the space,
yeah, everything. A lot of we have international space station, and Russian vehicles, Russian.
USSR.
Yeah, not from USSR, but actually we have quite a good technologies still, and they're developing, and they're under focus, under the attention of government, and they're developing and can be competitive enough to help Russian economy push out from the oil dependent stance. So, and the fifth one, the last one, is medication as itself, medication technologies and pharmaceuticals. So I think this field, this sector is also very, very adhesive and correlated with other fields and other sectors of industry, like chemical, like maybe herbal, biomedical, yeah, everything could be applied in this field. So these 5 priorities the Russian government focus on to develop Russian economy in upcoming years.
So the thing is, when you say about competitive, being competitive with other countries, how does the Russian government measure this competitiveness of maybe for the 5 priorities? Because in Malaysia we have the government transformation program, also the economic transformation program to actually measure this competitiveness. So we also have the competitive act to measure competitiveness in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's very, very important to measure this competitiveness, but I think we can easily, if by any time we could find that cooperation with foreigners, with foreign investment, investors will develop gradually. We can easily find out the figures, and we can estimate it not only by figures but also by other things like invitation to great events all around the world, and selling Russian technologies, Russian devices, Russian goods and services all around the world. I was so surprised, by the way, when last time I was in, do you know Great Eastern Mall, not far from here? So they have a massage store for massage, and they suggested me to use very new device what they have now there. This small device uses electric waves for special treatment for muscles and so on. And they proudly told me that this device was made by Russian military technology. So I was so surprised, because we are working here in Russian trade office. We don't know about how it could be that such kind of devices came to Malaysia. But that was quite surprising and good, I think. So, of course, all these programs, what the Russian government has, they have a special mechanism of measuring how it could be implemented and how the competitiveness is high comparing with other similar devices made from other countries.
So moving on, year on year, all these 5 priorities, the energy efficiency, nuclear sector, IT software, and also for the manufacturing and pharmaceuticals. I mean, there must be some challenges that Russia have to face at the moment to actually achieve these target of priorities, right?
Yes, of course, it's very challenging, and to face to meet all these tasks which are classified under all of these priorities. There is a big program under it, how it should be done, what is the role of government, what is the investment potential of any projects inside this block of questions. And yes, that's a very challenging task. And,
so maybe we can explain maybe one of the or few of the challenges that your country has to face in order to set these priorities right in their target.
After Soviet Union was disintegrated, this is just maybe my personal opinion, but what I would like to say, the problem of Russia now is we are not experienced enough in good commercialization of products. We have a lot of very good and advanced technologies and products as it is, but we cannot commercialize it smartly.
Why is
that? Maybe. We have a lot, but we are not experienced enough in commercialization. This is one point. Another point, by the way, what I myself mentioned here in Malaysia, is Russian business administration as a block, as a topic for education of business people is not advanced and not experienced. Russia in this field also. Because
for the marketing program,
for marketing, for business administration, and speaking about how it's better to manage, to construct a good management system in a small company, maybe in very small and medium enterprise. It could be a big company. Okay, if we have a big company, it's easier for them to get good salary. Invite a good specialist from abroad, but we need to develop business administration in Russia. And by the way, this is one lesson which could be taken here in Malaysia. I think so, because Malaysia is very famous about business administration, especially in Southeast Asia, and I think maybe much wider.
Because at one point we are the tigers of the ASEAN nations. That was years back.
Maybe after all these two problems will be resolved somehow, the process of developing such priorities will be easier. I hope so.
So the thing is, when we say good commercializations of the product, did you have steps that the Russian embassy here can actually promote or commercialize your products here?
We are not in this field, by the way. We are governmental body, governmental service, so we cannot promote as a promotion, as a commercial promotion. But we can get a lot of information support from Malaysian interesting companies, Malaysian maybe government authorities, bodies, and to just translate in good manner to our parent ministries. Speaking about our trade representation, we are under the jurisdiction of Ministry of Economic Development of Russian Federation, and of course, embassy is everywhere. They are under Russian business Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So that's a very important task to promote it, but we can only do the job what is correlated with our task as a governmental body. We cannot be in commercial part of the economy. You understand what I'm talking about?
Oh, this is interesting.
Because we cannot operate as big chambers of commerces.
Chinese chambers of commerce.
We cannot do the same thing as they can do, because they are payable and they are paid by big companies. They have a status of big association. They promote a lot of products. They promote interests of companies. we can promote the interests of government or of state as it is. We cannot choose some Russian companies and make this process, it can be any points of discrimination occur. But anyway, we do a lot of job to help the Russian delegations coming here, Russian business missions. We do a lot of information support to Russian ministries and also to big companies, trying to get and find out new opportunities, business opportunities here in Malaysia.
Tune in to the Weekly Review next week as Maxim Burov talks about what to invest in Russia and what you will get while you're doing it, exclusively on Channel 127 UniFi. So, well, there you go, from flying in style to opportunities in Russia. We hope you find some good information there to plan your next flight trip or even to invest. So that's about all the time that we have here at the Weekly Review. Please do provide some feedback on this program via our email, weeklyreviewcapital@gmail.com, all in small capital letters, weeklyreview@gmail.com. Our Facebook page is up and running, so you can reach us there at facebook.com/weeklyreviewcapital. So better still, if you can even hashtag us Weekly Review Capital on Twitter. So come on, send in your feedback to make this show more interesting and lively, because we want to know what you want to see and hear. I'm Siti Nurab Sajuswa. On behalf of the Weekly Review team, would like to wish all of you a happy Merdeka Day. And don't forget, keep in mind, you can always celebrate your country whenever that you want it. But don't ask your country what more it can provide for you, but ask yourself what you can contribute more to your country. Have a nice day.